we'll be jumping into this game. This is the quarterfinals for OCE Weekly, number 24. On our left-hand side, as our blue team, we do have Team NW. That's Rice Gremory as our Shyvana status with the Kha'Zix. Only Shaco Allen to our Ziggs. Pengu with the Vayne, and Riosh going to be playing the Morgana.
Our red heroes will be Immunity. Niwa as our Maokai. Zahi as our Eve. Claire as our Yasuo. Uberbro as the Kog'Maw. And T-Gun as our Nami.
Everyone's just going to be a little bit defensively. But NW, they're having none of that.
Ooh.
None of that. Absolutely none of it.
Don't think it was scouted either.
It hasn't been scouted. And Riosh, he wants the Dark Binding.
Yeah, but Uberbro, he's on point. Gets a ward as well. So nice work there.
Oh, no ward. Where's the ward? I would like to see a ward there from Team NW. They're going to be backing off though. They can get a ward on the buff. Just keep backing away from this one. They're going back to the red. I would have liked to see a blue ward there. Ended up going for it, and it looks like we're going to see status starting on the red, but now we don't know where the Evelyn is, and Zahi did, of course, get the ward down onto the blue. It's a nice choice there.
Indeed. Other than that, any last words to say about the team comp?
No, that's pretty much it. But at the moment, it's all going to be about how much impact these junglers can have early on. They're both extremely, extremely strong before level 6 and after level 6 as well. But yeah, the early game is what's really going to turn it in one team's favor or the other. It's whoever can get those early kills as our junglers. And yeah, they just don't know where the Evelyn's starting. I mean, she's going to go red. Oh, blue, yeah, red. She's going to start red there up in the top, so heading towards the bottom. And Team NW, they don't know that. They don't know the Evelyn's starting to head towards the bottom, so they're not really sure where the gang path is going to be coming from. Rice is going to be coming up here.
Got his Doran's Blade, so going to be very aggressive against Niwa. With the Crystalline Floods, he's going to be fine. Going to have all kinds of sustain. As for our bottom lane here, it's really going to be about the Dark Binders. Can they land? Can they find some targets here? The pressure is on already for Claire. With the Sweeping Blade, putting the poke on.
As per usual there. Let's take a couple of bombs in return though. Niwa did decide to start with that Crystalline Flask. Pretty standard pickup. Off the Maokai Rosia Rice. Off that Doran's Blade. Wanting the sustain, if nothing else. Riosh, I think he started Tormented Soil, so no Dark Bindings out yet. Really wanted to push the wave up from the looks of things. Kind of shoved them in.
Yeah, indeed. Claire has a Doran's Blade here, so Doran's Shield rather, so going to have pretty good sustain as well, which against the Ziggs is really what you want, because there's a lot of poke potential with the bouncing bombs and with the short fuse. Rice Gremory, as we can see, putting the pressure on here, so I think all of the lanes are going to be pretty aggressive and pushing them up from NW.
We're going to see the first gank here. Zahi's going to be coming down towards this bottom lane, and they're already pushed up. This could be devastating.
And the Dark Binding has been used already, but T-Gun may just get bursted down here. Exhaust onto Riosh. Not the ideal target. First blood, though, for Pengu, but can they survive this one? Zahi on the chase will claim Riosh, but nice Dark Binding. Pengu may secure the kill here. Uber Giants, bro, trying to flash for that last auto attack, gets double buffs, but it may transfer back over to Uberbro. Here comes Status as well, moving back into the fight. Uberbro gets it, flashes and the leaps, and Status gets the kill, and now he's the man with the buffs.
Yeah, he's going to have both of them as well. The buff transfer absolutely all over the place. We probably could have seen Pengu back off, but well played there, NW. They end up turning that one around. Could have gone a lot worse, but we end up seeing a 3 for 2.
Yeah, I think that was actually just a bit of a misclick. Exhaust going over to Riosh instead of Pengu. That definitely would have gone a lot better for Immunity. But otherwise, our mid lane here, pretty aggressive. Doesn't quite land still Tempest. And Shaco is actually now doing pretty well. He's got his pot still.
Could have been dangerous there.
Nice win wall.
Doesn't actually, stop anything, but...
Did he just stop a bouncing bomb?
He might have done. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought I saw the animation, but I wasn't sure what
yeah, because he bouncing bombed and he auto attacked at the same time.
Oh, he knew. Wow. Rice Gremory. He's got that sixth sense. He knew Zahi was actually going to come up, and he's gone back to port now. So nicely played.
That's the problem with his lanes, though, is given how far they're pushing, it's just leaving them very, very vulnerable for Zahi on the Eve. Only Shaco in a bit of trouble. Doesn't have any wards, but it wouldn't exactly help him against the Eve either. He's going to have to back away, but he's looking for a kill. Claire is baiting pretty well. Zahi not quite revealed just yet. Going in for it now, but we'll get the kill perhaps.
Oh,
he does a 1-for-1, and there is the exhaust. That is right where he needs to be. Fantastic satchel. The hate spikes will secure the kill.
Status, what?
But the kill goes over to Status as well, so
Status
2 kills already onto both of our junglers, and they're really going to capitalize from that, being those high gank assassins.
Yeah, it definitely will. So Status, excellent play thus far. His counter ganks have been on point. He knows exactly where Zahi is. He's always showing up at the right time, and that's the only thing that's stopping Zahi from having these ridiculous impacts. He keeps going down every time he tries to gank.
Oh, Pengu getting absolutely poked, really suffering from that short attack range. May have to recall, get back to base. Has a vamp set to those, so we'll actually have some sustain, but getting those auto attacks isn't going to be easy on that short range Vayne.
You're back quite early. Do we get a pause coming out now? Grabbing the chalice does leave you vulnerable to getting bursted down. Does give you, in exchange for having the greater mana pool.
Yeah, got the cloth armor as well, so probably will go towards the Seeker's arm guard before finishing up Death Cap.
Yeah.
Other than that though, back in the action, Claire has reconnected. Always nice to see.
You grabbed the Elder Lizard. Yay, Status.
All right.
Well done.
Nailed it.
My mind's back in it now, man.
Good.
I'm feeling it. I'm
You've
not as
had your
tired as I
Weet-Bix.
was previously, yeah. I've had my Weet-Bix. I'm feeling it now. Claire going pretty aggressive here under Only Shaco. Really nice use of the minefield, I have to say. Only Shaco, he's always putting it down there to stop Claire from going in for those melee attacks. It's really nice. Yeah,
other than that though, Rice Grimmer is actually starting to get poked back now. Has actually been living up his Arcane Smash, so we'll have some pretty good pressure in the lane. Zahi is looking for some more pressure here. Only Shaco so close to the Mega Bomb.
And we'll give him some nice wave clear when he does have that. Even with the increased cooldown, it's nice. And it's actually going to be the pink ward coming out from Zahi now. He does get one down for Status. Sees the counter jungle coming out. There's going to be no camps there. Rice Grimmer is actually taking a lot of damage.
Neo's going for the commitment here, but there is a Dragon's Ascent. Can he win this engagement? He's going to have to back away from this one. Rice Grimmer is very, very low. And Zahi's roaming up to the top lane. Doesn't have any boots, so isn't exactly very fast. He's going for the golems.
Yeah. Securing that one away. The counter jungle ineffective there for Status. He didn't actually have any camps he can take. Does put in some 2 very, very nice wards though, so that's going to be revealing the Evelyn Zahi whenever she's in the bottom. That's really, really nice work. If you can get those deep wards down, he's not only going to be able to go for the counter jungle, also knows where Zahi is all of the time. Very, very nice work.
Yeah, definitely warding out the camps. Does reveal Eve's movements. Hard to do. So getting the red buff for now. And probably won't get level 6 from it, but it will be very, very soon. Other than that, Claire is CSing a lot better than Shaco, falling a little bit behind. I got level 6 from it.
Just
I was
got
wrong.
level 6, yeah.
So now...
So it has the hate spikes available, and that's going to be really, really nice for the ganks there. Status, he's looking for the mid lane from the looks of things. Status is going to be going in.
He is indeed, and this time it's not a counter gank, so won't quite be able to close the gap and get into the action, but does have the Void Assault, so can get some sneaky ganks. That Vision Ward is going to really help, because that will reveal the stealth there from our Kha'Zix. Going for the blue now is on a ward though, so they know what's up.
Yeah, Zahi has been revealed. I don't think it's actually going to be stolen here. See, I'm not sure if Status actually walked through a ward or not. Status is going for the counter jungle. He may find the white. Zahi on the white.
He's a level ahead, and he's definitely on more HP. Zahi getting pretty low. Smite is actually on cooldown as well. Status won't quite go for the invade.
Oh, he's going to get the kill.
Nice work. That's a really good play. Waiting in the brush, bursting down Zahi. Doesn't have the flash either. Agni's Embrace, not going to be enough shield, and it will have the reset to jump away. So a nice clean pickup there.
Fantastic work there from Status.
Got the blue and the red buff reset as well. Yeah. And actually a roam down from Rice Gremory in our mid lane here.
Claire.
Last breath is available though, but Claire should be relatively safe. Getting pretty low. Dragon's Ascent and a teleport coming in from Niwa. Mega Bomb. Nice sweeping blade to juke around it. And going back onto Niwa. Rice Gremory rather. Shyvana in all kinds of trouble will get taken out. So nice jukes from Claire, but a 1-for-1 in the end. Dark Binding connects. Pengu not quite going to have the final hour yet, but we'll get it very soon.
Yeah, not really the ideal Dragon's Ascent coming in there for Rice Gremory, but it definitely was quite nicely played. Only Shaco going to be clearing away that wave as well. Uber Bro does still have the CS advantage down there in the bottom lane, up about 20 thus far. Pengu's still having a few issues.
And that's the cool thing about the Twister's advance, is it follows you no matter what.
It will not stop.
Won't help. The only thing that will help is a Black Shield. But it'll still close the gap, it just won't do any damage.
Okay, so it looks like the Dragons could be started here. Not bad timing there. Only Shaco, he doesn't have that Mega Bomb, and they're going to back away here.
Nice.
Yeah, probably a good choice. I mean, Status had the ward over, and the bottom lane on full health, Pengu and Ryosh. Getting into a team fight at this stage could be a little bit dangerous for them.
Indeed. Elder Lizard as well onto Zahi, so both going to be pretty powerful at the moment. No boots though onto status, so he's going to be pretty slow.
They're kind of immobile. Really nailed it, that Elder Lizard.
Indeed. And then top lane here, Rice Gremory continuing to show his dominance. Negatron Cloak as well will definitely mitigate a lot of the damage from Niwa. So a really nice pick up there.
Yeah, Niwa's burst potential definitely does go down there, and having their Cutlass does give him the trading advantage. With that being said, Niwa, of course, having the sustain. I mean, both with not the fact that he picked up like 3 extra pots, as well as the Crystalline Flask, and the fact that he has the regen from Sap Magic. I mean, he can just sit up there for days, and that's going to be really important when it starts coming to these dragon fights as to whether he can teleport. He's going to be up in the top lane. So he's looking for the kill.
Yeah, in a bit of trouble here. We'll have to flash away, but the dive may continue here. Last breath as well. Only Shaggy's going to get bursted. The exhaust won't be enough. Mega Bomb doing some good damage here, but will get taken as status. Not there for the counter gank.
Nice tower taking there from Zahi. It was definitely ended up being enough. Nice tower dive. Very, very well played. Shaka almost managing to get a kill out of that, but not quite. Status, he's still looking for another kill, and they're starting to ping for the dragon now. They knew Zahi had been taken pretty low, and Claire had to back as well, but they decided not to go for it.
Indeed. So there is a static shiv onto Claire. Will definitely help out, but Rice Gremory trading very, very well. But the Ventral Maelstrom may make the difference here. Niwa, once he gets under tower, he has the CC to get the dive really, really turn it bad.
Yeah, and this is the issue here for Rice Gremory, because he just won't be able to sustain as hard as Niwa can, so he really needs to look for the kill.
Maybe not the best choice then. Niwa very, very low. He needs to stay under the tower because Rice Gremory just has too much damage with the Build Water Cutlass.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake there. Nicely played from Rice Gremory. He walked back and he walked through the side brushes there, so managing to get in the correct position. Zahi coming up, but Rice Gremory, he just knows what's up, man. Like, he knows every time Zahi's anywhere near his lane.
Oh, nice Dark Binding there. Status moving in. Tidal Wave for the disengage, but flashes in for the Soul Shackles, and it connects onto Uber Bro, so it will be a kill for Pengu. The passive from Kog'Maw, not going to be enough to secure Pengu, getting him pretty low, but a free kill. And a really nice play, because status was on a ward, but it didn't actually matter because of that clutch Dark Binding.
Fantastic chain CC there. Dark Binding, Riosh flashes into land, the Soul Shackles there, and that's where Uber Bro, it's where his immobility really counts for something, because he just can't get away from that. He burned Flash and Summoner Heal there and still didn't get away from this one. He's going to give away the Dragon here to NW, and all of a sudden, Immunity, they're going to be very, very behind in gold.
Yeah, definitely. That is a very decisive Dragon, getting that up. And already going to have the Spectre's Cowl. So I think Rice Gremory is going to continue to have a good time in this lane.
Really a masterclass Shyvana up there. They actually see status go for the Brutalizer as well. Very, very aggressive start. Really wants a lot of damage output. So obviously looking for a lot of ganks early. You see a little bit more defensive start there. Niwa goes aggressive though, but he's standing in the burnout for a considerable amount of time. He's relying on the slow that he does get, of course, from his Q.
Yeah. I think the problem here for NW is Pengu.
Sapling toss. Show them the sapling toss as well.
Pengu's just not having a very good lane. Pretty far behind in CS, but he's actually got 3 kills, so he's making up for it. He's actually ahead in gold.
Yeah, and that's really thanks to the ganks from Status. Status really has been focusing down there in the bottom lane as much as possible. Pick up the golems there. Just be moving back in. So only the Fade completed here for Uber Giants, bro. But they do have a Zahi in the side bushes down the bottom.
Oh, indeed, this could spell disaster
nice positioning
for Pengu and Riosh. Soul Shackles on cooldown for 10 more seconds, but they're pretty far back, close to their turret, so it may be hard to actually secure the kill here. Black Shield for some safety. Has actually been leveling up the Dark Binding, so going to have a lot of kill potential if they land it, but no Black Shield, only level 1. Status walking through the brush, getting pretty low actually. Dark Binding lands onto T-Gun. Nice work, Riosh. Soul Shackles going to be used right now. Flash is there for Zahi, but it will land onto T-Gun. Pengu getting very, very deep, and will get the kill. The passive may secure it, and the Hate Spike gets in regardless, so a 1-4-1. Status pretty low, and Riosh going to run for his life. Meanwhile, Claire moving down. Maybe I'm going for a dive.
He definitely could do it at this point, but we have to remember, Onishaka, he's only a little bit behind here. There's ward coverage there as well.
Dark Binding will lock Claire down. Nice work despite the sweeping blade. Hit it accordingly.
Yeah, Claire's not going to be in range for this one. Does lose out on a fair few CS in the mid lane as well. It may be at the cost of a tower. Claire takes a couple of tower shots there, but they do have a wave building up. I think he's going to be back in lane soon, but they can probably still burst out the tower. Nice, well played.
Getting the tower as a result should put them back in the gold lead. And it's kind of the CS backing up from Mega Bomb. Probably won't save the tower, but it will do some nice damage. Shaiko wasn't quite within range, couldn't do it earlier.
And I think that's the cooldown as well. I think he must have only just got it off there. Uberbro, he has rotated to this mid lane. We'll be picking up those CS there. We'll leave Claire down in the bottom lane for now. We're fine, okay.
So Pengu's got his Blade of the Ruined King, and that's very, very early. There's only the Phage for Uberbro. So if Pengu and Riosh can be really aggressive in the lane, they can definitely get those kills, but with that turret standing, it's going to be pretty hard to do so.
That's one of the things we saw in that last engagement there. Uberbro just couldn't really duel effectively against the Vayne. In these 1v1 trades, Uberbro just doesn't really have the advantage. He really needs the support of his support in order to win them, because he doesn't have the same kind of damage output that Pengu actually does. It doesn't have the mechanics available to be able to get the outplays.
Niwa keeps committing with the Twisted Advance, but really Rice Grimoire is winning these trades.
It definitely is. The burnout too strong at the moment. T-Gun will be clearing away the pink ward and immunity. They really are focusing as hard as they can on the vision.
Battle for the ward.
Battle for the ward. 1 for 1.
Oh, wow.
Another pink comes down from Riosh. Well done.
The ward battles are real.
The ward battles are very, very real.
But it's nice work to see such aggressive control of the wards. Pengu has some really great damage thus far. Pops the Blade of the Ruined King. Can he follow it up here? There's a final arrow as well. Not quite going to be able to secure that one. And really just look at the wards here for NW. They have such great vision.
They have good control down there in the bottom. Status clears out yet another one. So ult for ult traded there. Final hour for the Agony's Embrace. Looks like a bit of a push here in the mid lane. Definitely having the man advantage, if nothing else. Dragon's up in a minute 55, so it would be nice to see them get some tower control. Looks like they're going through exactly that. Nice rotation from NW. Yeah,
indeed. And Claire, being in the bottom lane, won't be able to save that tower. But can he 1v1 Pengu? He is 2 levels ahead. Yeah. Oh, but look at the engagement here. Tidal Wave doing some pretty nice knock-up. The damage from Mega Bomb ripping them through. Soul Shackles does secure the kill. Zahi's going to survive that one. Shaco's very deep. Gets caught by the Acro Prism. And a nice Dark Binding. That's going to be the end of Zahi. Shaco survives that one barely. Meanwhile, bottom inner turret didn't get much damage. Pengu holding the line. Top lane still pretty passive here.
Yeah, so fight again going to NW there. They managed to get the 2-for-1 trade, as well as getting the tower there. Rice Grimoire, he's not taking this one up.
He just burned the Vengeful Maelstrom, but going in with a Twisted Advance. Niwa looking for the engage. Rice Grimoire is actually getting pretty low here. Dragon's Ascent is now available.
He shouldn't need it.
I don't think he'll turn it around. He's a bit too low.
Yeah,
so will not commit. Playing it smart. Yeah. Only Shaco's going to recall. Meanwhile, Pengu and Claire, it's going to be a pretty similar trade. Nice Windwall going in for it now. Pengu getting knocked up by the last breath, but here comes Status, and Rio doesn't quite land the Dark Binding, so he will secure the 1-for-1.
And they're going there. Rice Grimoire, he's going to be teleporting up to this top lane now, which means he's not going to have it available for the Dragon fight. He really should have walked up for that one, or at least walked over to the Dragon area. He's going to be farming up there. We'll have to see if Niwa follows him, or whether he decides to go farm for the Dragon.
I got to say, that was a really great Windwall mechanics coming out of Claire.
Definitely was.
So many auto attacks.
So many auto attacks, just continually juking in and out of the side of the wind wall. I'm not sure what the width on it is. Like, I know, like, lengthwise, it's pretty long, but I'm not sure what it is. Like, just in a straight line.
Across.
Like, if you can actually dodge stuff there, it's pretty cool.
Oh,
another
nice
Dark Binding
work,
here from Status. It's nice.
And
a lot of poke on the
Just the bouncing bomb though. But yeah, you can see how much damage there is when you do level up the Dark Binding. Dragon spawning right about now. There's a 3-for-3 at the moment.
NW have to be so careful. They don't have a teleport available. Rice Grimoire can't be in this fight.
Yeah, but Dragon's Ascent, though, can prevent the teleport. Yeah. I think you can also 1v1 looking at the health bar. There's a teleport coming down.
Oh, no.
And Rice Grimoire won't deflect it, so they're going to disengage and concede the Dragon. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Claire moving it onto the back line. Tidal Wave as well. Nice work. Shaco may drop here. Acro Prism will secure the kill. Pengu's will in a fair bit of trouble. Soul Shackles won't land. Living Artillery secures the kill. Uberbro having a nice team fight. A 3-for-0 and the Dragon. What a great team fight for immunity, but still they're behind in gold. And I think Rice Grimoire should have been looking for the engage. He had the Dragon's Descent. He could have prevented the teleport and then got the 1v1. But
he tried to walk down from the top lane, and at that point, it was just too late. Status had already started the Dragon, and Rice Grimoire couldn't get there in time. Should have just stopped Niwa from teleporting. He really needed to just give his team the 4v4 there. They probably wouldn't have had the advantage, but yeah, a bit of a misplay there from NW. It does cost them the Dragon and
3 kills.
And 3 kills as well, yeah. And all of a sudden, the gold, it's been brought back by immunity, grabbing that second Dragon away.
Yeah, that was also a team fight where Uberbro finished his Triforce, so he was really chunking. NW, Rise Gremory, and Niwa trading heads once again, but we do see Zahi rotating up. This should make the difference here. Trying to disengage, but into Zahi. Not exactly ideal. A really good fight, though, for a 1v2, but not exactly going to win that by any means. Red buff will be taken by Zahi, so immunity coming back.
Yeah, they definitely are. Rise Gremory probably went a little bit too aggressive there. Tried Dragon's Ascending and actually found Zahi during it. Probably wanted to, if he saved it for the getting over the Baron wall, yeah. He just didn't know Zahi was there, though. Zahi timed that extremely well. Claire...
apparently Status actually got the Dragon.
Oh, did he? Yeah, did he really?
It explains the gold. I missed that, sorry, but yeah, it seems he
I thought it got stolen. Okay, no, he must have been. Yeah, Status... Yeah, probably, that does explain the gold. Yeah, immunity would have been ahead, so Status must have secured that before the teamfight actually started. Because we missed it because Claire came in. He came in from the back lines there and killed Shaco and Pengu as well.
Oh, so well, nice play then.
Tried to, yeah.
So they're pretty much evening up the gold. I mean, Dragon is worth more than 3 kills, but often you can translate the 3 kills into a tower. They weren't able to, though.
Yeah, they did get a little bit of pressure down in the mid. It was definitely nice there. Teams are going to be backing off just a little bit. Move up will be taken away here by only Shaco.
So only Shaco, he's got his Athenes and he's got his Zhonyas. So 2 very defensive items and won't exactly have much damage yet. He's going to need to get his death cap before he really starts making an impact.
We will at that. Pengu though, 4-4-2. Same for Uber Giants, bro. Our ADC is going to have a lot of impact here. There will be backing away. He's going to pick up... Yeah, completes his Infinity Edge now, so a lot of burst potential there. Rise Gremory, he likes his chances against Neo.
I like it though.
He never stops going for the 1v1.
Banshee's Veil and the Blade of the Ruined King going to have a great time. Once Eventual Maelstrom does time out, he won't commit to it.
Rise Gromy's on full health still.
He did pop his Banshee's Veil, but now he's Blade of the Ruined King. But under the tower, pretty good engagement by Neo, but will it actually matter? Yeah, taking a fair bit of poke there from the tower shots. A nice engage there, camping into the brush. Tidal Wave not going to hit anyone. And the Black Shield giving some good safety to Status as well. Tigo may get taken out. He gets the slow. Exhaust has been popped. Dark Binding won't quite find the target. In the top, a 1-for-1. And the turret does fall. So, nice play from Riot. He drew out Zahi as well, which allowed that turret to be taken out.
Really nicely played there, but Claire, he's looking for the trade here in the mid lane. Has a pretty big CS advantage and really can 1v1 anyone at this point. Stopping the port there as well. And looks like, yeah, Claire does secure bottom tower. The push continues here, and really this is anyone's game. The gold very, very close. Still our top lane is just all over the place. Riot just refuses to stop 1v1ing Niwa.
Very aggressive.
Even under tower, he's extremely aggressive top laner, and that always is fun to watch.
Yeah, but now with a frozen heart, Niwa is going to be incredibly tanky. Not sure how much luck Rice is going to have from this one. Status moving in to hold the tower. You can probably 1v1 Zahi at this stage.
It can be close. Let's have the killer. There's nothing else. A few more items, pretty similar items for both of our junglers there.
And really, Uber Bro's caught up. For a while, Pengu was ahead in kills, and now he's got his own 4 kills and is still ahead in CS, which he has been the whole time. So Uber Bro is really going to start to come into power.
He definitely is, and as long as they can zone for him, that's pretty much all immunity need to do. And they do have that tidal wave available there for T-Gun. They have Niwa to zone as well. Zahi, of course, have put the Agony's Embrace down for the slow, so they have a lot of peel for Uber Giants, bro, and that's what's going to win them these team fights, because the artillery shots are really starting to chunk NW, especially, you know, when we were over on that Dragon before. But NW, they're pushing right through this mid lane. They
can probably take that one very quickly unless they act now. Windwall is behind the turret, so it won't prevent those auto attacks. Turret has held on, but it is incredibly low. And of course, it won't regen being an inner turret. But immunity, they're looking for an engage. Niwa on the side wants to make some plays happen, but NW, they're backing off.
Yeah, definitely a nice split from them as well. Then really don't want to be caught out by a multi-man last breath. That could really spell their doom at this point. Immunity just have a lot of damage output they can throw down if that last breath does land. They want this tower though, they want it so bad.
Oh, Riosh getting pretty far forward, pops the Vengeful Maelstrom and can't find it. Bazai getting a nice flank on the side, not going to get bursted down. Riosh running for his life, a nice collapse by Immunity. Niwa, he's in the front, taking it all with the Vengeful Maelstrom. And only Riosh fell. Immunity, they're backing away. Still 5 men up, but very, very low from that.
On very, very low health there. Fantastic peeling coming out from Pengu and only Shaco. They didn't really take any damage at all during that game, during the engagement there. Minion wave pushing up as well. I really don't think Immunity can test this. There's a few ultimates on cooldown.
Nice wind wall, though. Will buy some time. Rise Grimmer getting focused here by Niwa and will get taken out, but Pengu claims some kills in the backline. Nice Nice last breath. Knocks them all up. This might even be an ace. Shaco flashes away, popping his bouncing bomb. Tegon, can he get... While the Zonya's a risky move. They're looking to burst maybe Claire. Acrobrism on point. Fantastic. Would have been an ace, but Riosh has respawned. A triple kill for Claire. Really great last breath.
Yeah, they weren't expecting the last breath to come out there from Claire. I wasn't expecting it either. I thought he might have used it in the previous team fight, but he didn't actually use it. He didn't pop it, and he pops the last breath there. Knocks up multiple members there, secures both Pengu as well as Shaco. Fantastic play there, and he really is carrying the team. They didn't secure the tower either. Yeah,
that win wall.
It's a pretty big deal.
Apparently, the Zonya's was a misclick.
It was a misclick, yeah.
On the wrong button, apparently.
I don't know if Shaco really wanted to pop the Zonya's.
No, I don't think he did.
What was he going for? Was he trying to pop his Athenes or like...
Pot. It was a pot.
Yeah, it was a pot, wasn't it? Okay, there we go.
So now he's moved it over to number 5.
Yeah. Nice.
I think
I'm going to miss it now.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, because I thought he was maybe being able to burst down Claire. He probably could have if he landed his abilities, but I think Claire was juking that pretty well. Dragon is live and ready for the taking. All the ultimates are pretty much back up. So it's going to be even game. Zahi getting focused here by Status and Rise Gremry. That's going to be bad news if he does get taken out, but actually survives that one. Is somewhat tanky so far.
Win wall there from Claire for the disengaged blue is going to be secured now. It does go over to Uber, and that's going to be really, really important for this Dragon fight. He wants to be throwing out a lot of artillery shots here. Shaco does get zoned away from Niwa
He's
from
being
the top here.
Focused by Niwa. The Dragon has been taken to NW. Zahi getting picked up once again by the Dark Binding. Tidal Wave in. Status gets knocked up. Vengeful Maelstrom very, very deep, but right in the back lines where he wants to be. There drops Riosh, condemning Niwa into the wall, but that is the tank gone. The damage is still there for immunity. Claire getting destroyed by Pengu. This extended team fight is what Pengu wants. Final hour giving him some nice speed. Uberbro in a bit of trouble here. Going to get taken out. Double kill for Pengu. Ithacarian surprise probably won't get
enough. Nah.
Tumble, not going to be enough there to keep him alive. So great team fight. And the Dragon going to be that inner turret as well. No problems for NW.
Yeah, no one was actually inside the Vengeful Maelstrom there. Niwa, he went very, very deep because Status, I think it was Status, but Status jumped over the wall. He leaped straight over there. So it drew Niwa away from the rest of the team, and then just the backwards collapse from NW was too much to deal with. They had no one that could actually jump onto Pengu and shut him down.
Yeah, and Claire just got bursted. Claire is very, very powerful, but pretty glass can at the moment, and with the inhibitor turret destroyed, that is such good news for NW because they can't really siege with the Vayne. Status going to get bursted down. The call out of position. Nice work from Niwa. Leap not going to be enough.
Does end up getting taken out there. So fantastic teleport coming in from him. Does secure that one at least. Something to mention, it's actually going for a Tiamat. Claire has. I mean, you generally see either a Last Whisper or some defensive items coming out into that Yasuo. Going for that Tiamat really means burst potential and split pushing for Claire, and he is going down towards that bottom lane. Should be able to clear it out, and at least can get the 1v1s at this point. He's just not having as much of a team fight impact now, definitely in that last one. It just went over to NW because they had the extended engagement that they needed, where Pengu really does shine on that Vayne.
Yeah, I think Immunity are going to be about the Wombo. If they can land the Last Breath Tidal Wave, Vengeful Maelstrom, that they really have a solid team fight. If they can land it properly, then they really can rip through NW.
And the flanks from Zahi have been great. We've seen 2 of them so far where the Agony's Embrace lands onto multiple members, and it does allow the collapse because you need something to set up that Tidal Wave. The Tidal Wave, it's quite slow. So if you can get the Agony's Embrace down, then the Tidal Wave, that's the team fight that they want, and that's why NW have had some trouble sieging because they have to be so careful that they don't get caught out or bursted down. Now though, now they have an open inhibitor, they can probably go for that one. See where they decide to go.
And Niwa is just getting so tanky. It's going to be really hard to actually take Niwa down, and with a lot of armor, Pengu will still be shredding him, but not quite as quickly as he would like. So I think that's going to be the problem, is the tankiness of Niwa and Zahi combined up with those powerful AoE ultimates really can be bad news for NW.
But looking for a pick here. NW, they're really stacking up in this top lane here. They're looking to bait in a member of Immunity, and they can probably do it as well. Yeah,
if they land the Dark Binding, Zahi is invisible, so won't quite get revealed, despite getting some good vision. Pengu got to be careful. Pengu is very, very important to their team fight. Only Shag gets knocked out. Tidal Wave won't actually hit anyone.
Yeah, off to the side, that didn't actually work. At the same time, Rice Gromry, he's split pushing in the bottom against Niwa.
Level 16 as well, so 2 levels ahead of Niwa and has a lot of damage potential.
Claire's giving up the tower. I'm not sure what Claire's doing.
I think he's maybe looking to get the 2v1 onto Rice Gremory.
Yeah, he might be. I'm not really sure, though, because the push is just going to continue here. Claire, he's going to back, but it might not be in time. They might lose another inhibitor tower off this.
Wow.
That might be a misplay from Immunity.
They really need to hold on to these towers. Is it Agony's Embrace for the engage here? NW being collapsed upon. Zahi's getting focused, but will flash away. Pengu going in very, very deep and gets caught by the exhaust. Mega Bomb won't secure a kill, and Claire's going in deep now, ripping through the team, but the exhaust and a teleport coming as well from Rice Gremory. Nice last breath. A fantastic team fight for Immunity.
Oh, dear.
Couldn't quite get
Triple
the
kill.
inhib turret, and that will regenerate itself. So a nice team fight there for Immunity.
Definitely wasn't that. Claire came in just in time. Yeah, with that being said, his port was really fantastic and his mechanics are nice as well.
Won't quite get the 1v. Oh, the Steel Tempest lands, so Rice Gremory will have to burn the flash.
Still alive, though. Just walk away from that. Yeah, it was all about Claire coming in there. We saw Pengu go a little bit too deep, and he didn't have the cooldowns available to be able to get away and peel effectively.
And he got caught by the exhaust, yeah.
And then a two-man last breath as well coming out from Claire. Claire really is the powerhouse here for Immunity. That Vengeful Maelstrom is going to be really, really nice. There's going to be no Baron invade here. Baron does go over to Immunity. Fantastic play in the end. They almost mistimed that, but in the end, do secure the victory and the Baron.
Back in the gold lead, and with the Baron buff, going to really help things out. Should be able to start sieging down these turrets. The outer tower gets destroyed incredibly easily, but yeah, Pengu just has to be so careful because the team fight really comes down to the extended team fights of Pengu doing the damage whilst Riosh like peels with the Dark Binding. Status finds an assassination, so we'll have to see how they play this one, but I think Immunity, they're in a pretty good spot because they just have that really strong team fight potential.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want to be sieging. They want to be having these team fights. And Claire starting to go a little bit defensive hopefully soon. Did complete that Ravenous Hydra previously, so he's down the bottom at the moment. He's going to port and itemize up instead of actually pushing that one down. Because they can never get a split push going with this Baron. I mean, they got 4 in the middle, and if they have a split push going on the side as well with Claire, a lot of potential there. We'll have to see how NW decide to deal with Immunity when they're Baron buffed up. 23 seconds on the Dragon. They really want to contest this.
Yeah, Claire's glass cannon, so can get shut down very easily, but I don't think NW, they should be a lot safer than this. They can't really fight the team fights when they are, you know, against a Baroned up team with that really good AoE potential, but the Dragon is spawning soon. Only Shaker got to be careful. Claire definitely can 1v1 him. But actually, he might just even get bursted. Doesn't land the bouncing bomb. The abilities have to be absolutely on point. Rice Gremory looking to take down Claire. Good regen though with the Baron.
Dragon's up right now as well, and NW, they're a little bit split up. They can probably burst it down fairly quickly. Status is roaming in now. Might not be able to get it though. The Dragon's being started now, and I don't know if there's going to be contention here from NW. No, it looks like they're going to laser it. Status goes in for the seal.
You're looking for the flash though, but we'll get caught by the Acro Prism. The smite not going to be able to. No, gets the smite.
Oh wow.
The smite still goes in, but will it be worth it? A 45-second respawn timer probably won't. Riosh gonna get taken out here by Claire. No, I don't think he was revealed.
I don't know if he saw him. I don't know if he actually walked into the bush or not. Probably going to back here. I think they know he's there. They're going to be hunting him down. But yeah, 31 seconds now onto Status. What can Immunity do? They have the Baron buff still, but they're not really taking full advantage of it. They need to push. They need to do something. The wave clear from only Shaco in the middle, it might be enough to stop the push.
T-Gun looking for a nice knock up there. Tidal Wave Acro Prism. If you can land it, it will take out only Shaco. And without only Shaco, they can't really defend against the siege.
We can't. Whoever's going to be cleared out here. Status is going to be up in time.
Uh-oh.
Up to the top here. Zahi gets the Agony's Embrace down.
Yeah, final hour wasn't actually popped there, but Pengu may get taken out. No, Zahi's going in very deep and a little bit too deep. So what ultimates were burned there? We do have the Agony's Embrace, and that was it. Pengu still have the final hour. Very, very important to hold on to it.
Top tower still being sieged here. Pengu actually does complete that random and just previously. Interesting itemization choice there for the Vayne. See how that does go for him. Zahi's going to be stealing away that blue buff to secure that one. Push continuing. How much longer do we have on this Baron buff? A little bit longer. Not very, very long at all.
Yeah, not that long. Yeah, I think Banshee's Veil would have been nice to have onto Pengu as well. This inner turret should get taken out pretty easily. I'm going to concede that one and hold on to the inhibitor turrets.
I think it's a better place for them to defend.
So the Baron not able to secure much, just those 2 turrets. Gold lead a little bit ahead for Immunity, but this is such a close game.
Yeah, Immunity really are playing this one quite safe. They don't want to give anything away. They know they can definitely lose a team fight. If they lose a member quickly, Pengu and only Shaco have a lot of potential to just turn this team fight around and on its head.
Yeah.
Claire, he needs to make something happen here. If he's not with his team during these team fights, then they will lose them quite hard. He is their main source of damage output. The only fights...
Pengu and Claire clashing heads there. If Pengu can land the Condemn into a wall, I think Pengu can just burst Claire down before it wears off. Pengu has a lot of damage, and Claire is pure defensive at the moment, so definitely can get bursted if he does get caught. But I think at the moment, really, in W, they have to roam and find picks, because they can't really win a 5v5 team fight because of those ultimates, but it's going to be very hard for them to roam, because obviously the really good positioning and rotations from Immunity.
Yeah, it's just hard for them to deal with there. Claire, he's setting up a trap in the bottom lane. No one's going to fall for it, though. And NW as well. They're just hanging around in this mid lane. They don't really have a lot of ward coverage in their own jungle. They probably do need a few down there.
It's getting pretty tense.
Coming out. Yeah, this is incredibly tense. Both teams know how close this one is. Whoever wins that next team fight is going to be able to secure several objectives, at least a tower. You have to remember, NW, they have that inhibitor exposed in their mid lane. If Immunity lose a team fight, that inhibitor's going down.
Yep. Top tower has regenerated most of its health, so a huge blow for NW, not quite able to take that top one down, because again, their siege is going to be a bit difficult with the Vayne, but Ziggs may make up for it here. Oh, Pengu may get caught. Agnes Embrace has been popped. Zahi will he get bursted, condemned into the wall. Tidal Wave doing some nice damage. Niwa teleporting down, disengaging with the Dragon's Descent, so no deaths, but we'll have to concede this turret.
Yeah, from the looks of things, nice windwall coming out there from Claire. Going to stop this one. Niwa gets the zone with the Vengeful Maelstrom as well. Nicely played there, Immunity, despite no last breath coming in from Claire. Really didn't need it. Still going to be clearing out these minions. Unleshako, he's still there. I'm not sure they... Oh, Dark Binding just misses the port.
Indeed. Well.
So close.
Yeah, there's just so much AoE potential that really is deadly. If they land their abilities, bad stuff happens, but nice play from them not losing any members, because if it was a 4v5, they probably couldn't hold.
A minute on Dragon now, and everyone's porting for this one. Immunity,
Baron.
they're looking... Baron, of course, yeah. They're looking for ward coverage now. Immunity have a few more down than NW do. I was just trying to clear this one out as well, but it's very, very dangerous for NW to actually be going into this one, because they could be running into a trap. They don't have the wards actually on the Baron pit, and they really need something in there so they know if Immunity is starting it.
Really good Baron invade, though, with a Mega Bomb. Will do so much damage if the Baron debuff starts to apply. Riosh gonna have to get some health back in the base now, so...
Yeah, Unleashako with the Void Staff as well as the Zonies and the Rabadons. Huge burst there. With the Baron debuff, Immunity definitely don't want that. If they get caught out with the Baron debuff, they'll probably lose the team fight, despite how good they are at the team fightings. Uber Bro, still just going to be farming up here. No one wants to pull the trigger. Immunity just don't want to pull the trigger on this Baron.
Especially, now we do have only Shaco just getting back to the base. The other thing as well that NW can do, they can just go straight for the enemy, but oh no, Niwa may get taken out. He's caught out of position, but he's so tanky it won't even matter. Meanwhile, the Baron dance continuing. Riosh in a bit of trouble as well. Windwall long cooldown, so popping that one. There is the engagement here. Vengeful Maelstrom, a pretty good angle thus far. Niwa's getting focused. Tidal Wave getting a nice knock-up. Pengu, he's in the back lines. He's peeling pretty good for himself. Will take down T-Gun. Meanwhile, Yasore does drop, and that's the damage. Look at the peel from Pengu. He's still in the fight. He is kiting, getting those 1-for-1s, 4-for-1, and maybe even an ace for Immunity. They're all destroyed, and with the inhibitor exposed, this may be the game. NW, what a great team fight.
Fantastic team fight there from NW. Zahi, he went way too aggressive. Flashover, got the Angadi's Embrace, but the rest of his team were too slow to follow that one up. Claire, he couldn't get a nice last breath down. Uberbro wasn't in the right position either. Immunity, they wanted something and they forced it, and they shouldn't have. That's probably going to cost them the game here. 26 seconds. T-Gun's 16 seconds. They've got a minion wave coming in. The teleport from Riot
he can tank it.
That's going to be the game here. Immunity are going to be going down to NW. Fantastic team fight from them. The peel from Pengu and Only Shaco was absolutely incredible.
Really, really well played there. And even Niwa got bursted, despite how tanky he was. And with events for Maelstrom, it wasn't enough to keep him alive. And really, I think that's a bit of a problem with how glass cannony Claire got. Did get the randoms in the end, but I think it was just a little bit too late. Was getting bursted.
Yeah, I think the Ravenous Hydra, considering he didn't actually decide to go for the split push, the Ravenous Hydra might not have been the best pickup there. Does rely on him getting that last breath. He has to get in there and start doing damage, otherwise just didn't pay off. So very, very well played there from Team NW. One of our stalwart regulars in OCE Weekly managing to take out Immunity. So huge victory for them, and we'll be seeing NW move on to our semi-finals.
Yeah, great game, and thanks for watching. We'll be back with our next game shortly.